Hello everyone. I would like to give you some updates about my process of editing my personal film, Home Yet Far Away. The biggest update is that I'm making great progress, that almost bring everything to a circle. And this has started since last year. Recently, in the previous video that I shared with you, I talked about this book, The Heroine's Journey, which I feel like this book is really helping me with structuring my film. And I really want to highly recommend everyone who is working on a personal film or on a film that has a strong female character, or a film that has a strong internal journey. I think it's very helpful to look at this book and follow the journey that is described in this book, because it really helps you to structure it. My film is actually shot in the verite style, so it's a very externalized journey, but it's internal. What I want to say in general about like the way you structure your film is that you basically have the external structure of your film with the three-act structure. You can still do that. You need that. But what you need is to also create an internal arc. And that's the heroine's arc. If you read the book, the beginning of the journey is about the external journey. You actually separate from your mother. Like, I left Iran. I actually, early on, when I was a child, I was like 10-year-old, when I said to my family, I'm going to study a lot, I'm going to be a top student, and I'm going to prove myself to you and to myself and to the society, because I want to say I'm powerful. And I hated being a woman. That's the separation from the feminine. That's like what you don't want, because that feels weak. It feels like suppressed. It feels like you become like other women. You have to carry the pain that other women carry. Like your mother carries, your sister carries. You don't want that. So you're like, I don't want to be a woman. You know? That's the start of your journey. And then you start to identify with the masculine, which means like, oh, my father is actually powerful. He can do a lot and I can just be like him. Or other men, other mentors that you find along the way. And you're like, oh yeah, I want to be like men actually. Because we live in patriarchy, guess what? You want to associate with the powerful. You don't want to be the disempowered, you know? So you do associate with masculine. So that's the beginning. And that's where actually all of us go through the arc of the hero's journey that, you know, men are going through. And then, yes, and then you go to the road of trials. You actually go through the trials like men. You even get the boon of success like men, but it's illusory. Because actually at this point you realize that now you feel like the father is betraying you. Because where we get from this masculine journey is not where we are supposed to be. We are women. We have our own journeys. Our journeys are very actually powerful and beautiful and multifaceted. And we don't want to be stripped down to a male journey, you know? So when we get there, we go for it. But when we get there, we feel a sense of betrayal because it's not us. If you're a strong woman, you're able to say no at that point. And once you say no, that's when your initiation starts. That's the initiation to, you could say, the goddess, the great mother, the feminine. That's when you start your journey, you know? So when you end the masculine journey, that's the beginning of your feminine journey. And usually this journey is let's say, triggered by something that happens in your life. For me, it was primarily the death of my mother. I had overcome a lot of obstacles in my life. I had got very, very far in my life. But then when my mother died, nothing made sense anymore. Nothing. I was in darkness. I was in a hole. And I just didn't know where to go from that point. And that's when my heroine journey started. I personally think everyone should go through this journey. I cannot connect with a man who has not gone through this journey, because men should connect with their femininity. But for women, it's an essential journey. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you use this structure to create that internal arc, and that's how you edit your film. I'm going to talk more about the process in the next videos. Thank you and have a good day.